Welcome back, students, to the music bunker here high atop Mount Clemens. I have a helper with me today who will remain anonymous. Anonymous is another great word that means she doesn't want you to know who she is. And this song that we're singing today is the President's Song. It names every single president from the very first. Who was the first president? You're right, it was George Washington. To the most recent. Who's our president now? You're right, it's Donald Trump. How many presidents have there been? Well, it says in the song, and there are also lots of different little tidbits of information. And if you want to find out more about these presidents, you should do some research. There are lots of good books. I'll tell you about them later. All right, here we go. The President's Song. Who are the presidents? Can you name the presidents? You got to know the presidents of the USA. 45 presidents are famous White House residents. We'll name every president in this song today. General George Washington, he was president number one. Then came John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams was the son of the first John Adams, if you didn't know. Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, he was a sickly man. John Tyler, James Polk, Zachary Taylor, Miller, Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, and James Buchanan. Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, led us out of slavery and through the Civil War. Andrew Johnson, General Grant, Rutherford Hayes, James Garfield lasted 120 days. Chester Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, and Grover Cleveland once again. William McKinley, Teddy Roosevelt, William Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren Harding then. Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Galen Heck, then General Eisenhower, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, killed in 1963, Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon resigned his hour of power. Gerald Ford, then Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, then George Bush, 41, William Clinton, then G.W. Bush. He was the other George Bush's son, Barack Obama. He's the 44th on the list. Now we got President Donald Trump. He's our new president, the 45th. Who are the presidents? Can you name the presidents? You've got to know the presidents of the USA. 45 presidents are famous White House residents. We name every president in this song today. You have to have that memorized by tomorrow. I ride an old paint and I lead an old dam. I'm going to Montana for to throw the hula hand. They feed in the coulees, they water in the draw. Their tails are all matted, their backs are all raw. Ride around, little doggies, ride around real slow. You're fiery and snuffy and raring to go. Old Bill Jones had 2 daughters and a son. One went to Denver, the other went wrong. His wife, she died in a pool fight, and still he keeps singing from morning to night. Ride around, little doggies, ride around real slow. You're fiery and snuffy and raring to go. When I die, take my saddle from the wall, put it on my pony and lead him from the stall. Put my bones on his back and point us to the west, and we'll ride the prairies that we love the best. Ride around, little doggies, ride around real slow. You're fiery and snuffy and raring to go. Okay, I'm going to give you a little puzzle to solve now. I'm going to write my own percussion instrument song on the whiteboard, but I'm going to make one mistake in every single measure. Now look, I'm planning my work out. There's a 4/4 time signature, and I'm drawing bar lines to create 8 measures with enough space in between the bar lines for the notes in the measures. Well, here's the puzzle. You can fix every one of these mistakes by erasing one thing, or adding one thing, or filling in a note. Take a careful look, take your time. Stop the video for a while if you want to find all the mistakes before I fix them. Got it? Well, let's see how you did. In the first measure, how many beats am I supposed to have? Well, we're 4/4 time signature, so how many beats in every measure? Huh? You are correct, 4 beats. So I think that I'm going to erase 1/4 note. Is that what you would have done? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's look at the second measure. How many beats do I have in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's no good. So what would you do? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to color in this half note. And let's see what it is now. I've got a half note, a quarter note, and a quarter rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works. Let's take a look at the third measure. I've got a dotted half note. A dotted half note gets 3 beats. A regular half note just gets 2 beats, but if you add a dot, it adds another beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, and that's no good. So what should I add? I think I'll add another quarter rest. Let's take a look at this measure. Here's 4 16th notes and a half note. 1 E and a 2, 3. What would you add? Well, I'm going to add a dot on the half note, which makes it 3 counts, and let's see what it is now. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's take a look at this measure. I've got a whole note and a half rest. A whole note gets 4 beats all by itself. Holy cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's ridiculous. What would you do? Well, I'm going to erase this half rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. How about this measure? I've got 3 pairs of 8th notes and 2 quarter notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. That's ridiculous too. What would you do? Well, I'm just going to add a bar and make this last 2 notes into 2 8th notes. And now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Let's take a look at the 7th measure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's the 7th measure. I've got a whole rest and an 8th rest. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and a half a beat. Aye. That's just ridiculous too. And really the only thing that I can do is erase this 8th rest. Let's take a look at the last measure. I've got 2 sets of 16th notes, a half note, and a quarter rest. 1E and a 2E and a 3, 4, 5. What would you do? There's lots of things you could do here, but I'm going to make it easy and color in this half note. And now what do we have? 1E and a 2E and a 3. Yep, that's it. So let's clap the whole rhythm song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4.
So, I hope you have enough ideas so you can write your own rhythm song now. Now, as for